Hi, I'm Brenda Walton. I'd like to show you how to make a really sweet little notepad cover using my Bigs die for Sizzix. It's a great little die because it opens and closes like this and is perfectly designed to hold a little pad of notes. And this makes a great little hostess gift or a party favor for, say, a wedding or a shower or little girl party. It's really a sweet little gift and just assembles so quickly. To get started, I like to cut the die using a manila folder. And this just ensures that the die is working properly and also helps me visualize how the crop will look on the piece of paper. So for instance, on this one, do I want the dots to be diagonal or do I want them to line up straight? Just depends on, how you want it to look. And then I like to loosely cut out the piece of decorative paper around whatever positioning I've determined is good. And then lay that on the die, and it just really saves a lot of time and it saves a lot of paper too. So to get started with the assembly, which is just really quick and easy because you've got all your folds in place already. So just take your notepad cover and find your little folds on there. So there are the scores, and press them down using the bone folder. Then you can place your pad inside, and I like to actually hot glue the pad in place just so it doesn't slip out. And so I put it in position, and I'm just going to pick up the back and put a little dab of hot glue just under the top part of it. So that looks great. Okay, and now for the embellishing stage. There is a sweet little medallion that comes with this die, and I like to use a lighter weight scrapbooking paper for this medallion because the folds in it are about 1/4 inch apart, so you'll want a fairly lightweight paper for this. And I like to begin by just creasing each one of the folds just all in the same direction. It doesn't really matter, and we'll come back and do our alternating folds in just a second. I've taken 2 lengths of the medallion piece and then connected them together using hot glue right here in the center. And now I'm going to connect those lengths to make basically a circle. And again, I'll use hot glue because I like the permanence of hot glue for this and the fact that it dries very quickly. And just let that sit for a few seconds. And once you think that is dry, then you can just form a nice little circle. And then put a little dab of hot glue right in the center of that. And there's a circular piece that is included with this die that you can use as a seal in the center, but I'm going to use the butterfly that's also included in the die. And I've embellished it with a sweet little gem in the center. So the wings of the butterfly still pop up. That makes a darling little embellishment for the notepad holder. And before I put that on, I think I'm going to put a little trim piece right along the bottom of the notepad cover. And I'll use white glue for this. And that'll hold that on just perfectly. And finally, we're going to put the embellishment right on the cover using a little dab of hot glue. And you can personalize these notepad covers in so many different ways. For instance, on this one, I've used linen fabric, some really old lace, some embroidered lace, and then scrapbooking paper. And on the medallion, I've put a little initial letter just for my friend to personalize it. And on this one, I've used another kind of sticker in the center. So you can see the huge variety of different appearances. You can make them different for each one of your friends. I really hope you enjoy this die. Thank you so much, and happy crafting.